Hello everyone, my name is Devin Murray and I'm a registered dietitian with BJC School Outreach and Youth Development. Today we're welcoming you to Kids Kitchen and we're going to run through one of my favorite recipes. It is a chocolate granola. So every granola recipe has a couple of components. Number one is an oat base. So you can use quick cut oats, old-fashioned oats. It doesn't matter too much. Today we're going to use some old-fashioned oats. So we're going to start with 4 cups of old-fashioned oats, which I already have in my bowl here. The next thing every good granola recipe has is some type of oil and then some type of sweetener. And then really beyond there, you can add in anything else you want. Throw in with our 2 cups of oats, about a cup of sliced almonds. So I have these measured out already, and we'll put these in here. And almonds and any kind of nut are a really good source of protein, and they're a good source of heart-healthy fats. Next thing we're gonna add is just a little bit of shredded coconut. I already have this in my bowl here, about 2/3 of a cup of shredded coconut. If you're not a coconut person, you can actually leave it out of this recipe, and you wanna try to look for an unsweetened coconut. So when you're in the grocery store, there's sweetened and unsweetened. Try to go for the unsweetened, so there isn't any added sugar in there. From there, we're gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of cocoa powder, obviously since we're making a chocolate granola today. In this cocoa powder, this is also unsweetened as well, just to reduce the amount of added sugar that we have in this recipe. And then I'm just gonna give this a little stir kind of as I go. Mixing all of our dry ingredients together in a bowl to make our lives just a little bit easier, and then we'll add in all the wet ingredients from there. So like I said, you want to focus on an unsweetened shredded coconut and then an unsweetened cocoa powder. After the cocoa powder, we're going to add in just a little bit of salt, probably about a teaspoon or maybe less. And the reason why we're adding in a little bit of salt here is really just to bring out the flavor of the chocolate. You can leave the salt out if you don't necessarily want it, but it just helps really bring out the flavors of the chocolate. So from there, we have all of our dry ingredients. We're gonna save our chocolate chips for last. We'll kind of talk you through that. So now that we have our oats, our almonds, our cocoa powder, our shredded coconut, and our salt, we're gonna look at what our wet ingredients are. So every single granola recipe has some type of granola. Like I said, you can add in anything beyond there. There should always be some type of sweetener and some type of oil. You can use whatever sweetener or oil that you want. Today we're gonna use an olive oil. You could also use canola oil, a flaxseed oil, some type of oil that doesn't really have a lot of flavor to it, so it doesn't cover up the other flavors in the granola. Throw that in there. Now once we're done with our oil, we have maple syrup today as our sweetener. You want to use some type of liquid sweetener, so avoiding any like sugar. And the reason for that, why you want to use a maple syrup or something like a honey, is to make sure that all of the oats are coated really well. So you want to have a little bit of liquid. Thing, which might seem a little counterintuitive, is we're going to add a little bit of vanilla. Just about 1 to 2 teaspoons. You can kind of measure vanilla with your heart, is what I like to say. A little bit more won't hurt you. I'm a vanilla person, so I'm going to throw about 2 teaspoons. Everything is mixed in this bowl. You're going to lay it out. You want to have a pretty decent sized sheet pan already prepared. You can use parchment paper or a tin foil. You'll spread it out on the baking sheets. And then you're gonna put your oven to 350 degrees and bake it for about 20 minutes. The tricks with granola is making sure that you don't over bake it. Around 20 minutes, it might not seem like it's done, but you do wanna take it out a little bit before while it still has a little moisture left to it, because it does continue to bake once you take it out. So last step to this recipe is you would add your chocolate chips at the end. So we don't want to add the chocolate chips before we put it in the oven, because any of those chocolate chips will really just burn. So that is the recipe for the chocolate granola. I love granola because there's a lot of different ways that you can eat it. So you can eat just like a handful or two on the go if you need something quick and a snack to eat. You can also put it over yogurt as well. So you get a little bit of calcium and vitamin D from your yogurt. If you're a cereal person, you can also eat it with just a little bit of milk and put a little bit of fruit into it.